Hey guys, Holly with Kateri Designs. Just doing a little tutorial on a stretchy bracelet with daggers. This is one that a customer bought off of the Keller Beads page. She decided that she wanted to buy the beads and have me make the jewelry. So this is one she wanted a double set. So this is the first one I made. And so y'all have seen me make stretchy bracelets before. But I like to hide my cord knots in the beads, but it's kind of hard with the daggers. You just kind of have to get creative and find like a fat bead. Also, because she had a specific size that she wanted, I had to pull 2 beads out, and so I'm actually going to make those into earrings for her. I'm going to put these in with another set of 2 because these were identical in size, and so pulling those out. And I'll go through as I'm pulling this out and find 2 beads about roughly the same size. There seems to be more green than there are blue. And see if I can find something that that will look appropriate. Let's see. I want to see how long I can get this bracelet, and I'm going to match it up to here. I'm going to go close to 8 inches, even though she wanted right about 7 1/4 to 7 1/2. Once you start tightening up the stretchy bracelet, it closes in, especially with daggers, because they'll cross over each other. So, which is the look that you want to get. You want to get that spiky look. So, in order to do that, you have to tighten it up. And I'm going to apologize ahead of time. As some of you know, I had procedure last week where I got an injection in my spine so that I can move, and my body did not take too kindly to the steroids, and so I'm kind of a little slow when I speak. So if I hesitate, please forgive me. I'm just trying to work through this and not let it take over me. So it's like I will conquer this as much as I can. Anyway, so when I did these, because there appeared to be more green than there are blue, I just started off with the green and kind of play with it. So I'm just going to do that now. And I'm just like in the other beads, I'm always looking as I'm going through, I'm looking for which one has the largest diameter hole that I can use to hide my string when I'm done. So if I start with the green, I should end with the blue, but there's no way of knowing. Sorry, that's Athena again. Athena, down. She's wanting some attention. The minute, just like a child, the minute you get on the telephone, they all want your attention. She was sound asleep till I started this. So, this one, you're just going to have to pick a bead. It doesn't really matter. I just picked one and started with one. And they're varying sizes, so it doesn't really matter. It's supposed to be a hodgepodge. It's not supposed to be uniform. It's supposed to have that an ethnic look to it. So this bead right here appears to have a little bit of a big hole, so I'm going to put that to the side until I can find something bigger. This one's small. And I'm just going to go green and blue right back and forth until I get them all done. Oh, green and blue, not green, blue, blue. All right, or blue, green, green. And my dog's name is Athena. My kids named her. It's actually everybody's dog, but she's a mobility aid dog who is still a puppy, so she doesn't really pay attention to what she's supposed to do. So she needs to go back to the trainers because she's been a naughty girl. And because I've been quote-unquote down, where I can't really walk her very much, which isn't her fault. She needs to have a little bit more one-on-one time with the trainer so I can get her where she's going back with me everywhere. Okay, so we're going to go blue, and I'm still checking as I'm going through here. This one is kind of a challenging one here. That looks, I'm going to have to pull it up to the light here. That one looks a little bit bigger than this one. So I got a new one now. So wait, put away the old and get the new, right? So it's very simple. I love stretchy bracelets because they're so simple. But when it still takes skill. So don't let yourself people that talk you down on what you're, you know, maybe what you're charging. It still takes skill to do it. It's still, you know, putting things together, but especially tying off takes skill, because if you don't get the knot the right way, it's just going to fall apart or pop, which is the worst, because then you get smacked like a rubber band. So, but it is of doing things, it's easier, and like making some earrings is very easy too. So I kind of just go back and forth. So I'm just showing y'all how to do this here, just as a little, like, isn't that neat? I'm actually looking, you can't see me looking at this bead, I'm looking at it to the light to see if this hole is bigger. I like the fact that it's fatter, and it'll hide more of a bead. So I just changed out beads again, changed with a different one. The hole was about the same size, but it's thicker bead, and so got more, I can hide more of my knot in there. And so let's see. Let's see where we go. And see, I just did the small. It doesn't really matter. Just any, I mean, I can do 2 smalls, or I can do 1 small and large. It doesn't really matter. It's, that's the whole raw, it's like a raw bracelet. You know, like it would just, it's just raw. Let's see. These are, I'm not sure what these stones are. It just listed them on the tag as stone, mixed stone, which, yeah, mixed stone sticks. They're sticks. It's, you know, or people call, they're not quite daggers, but I tried looking them up and it doesn't tell me what they are. So, let's see. Some of these colors are really, really pretty, and you're going to hear my son is singing, which is actually really good to hear him sing. So, it's good as a mother, as I would say. It's good to hear him sing as a mother. I like to hear him sing. I like to hear my kids do stuff. Okay. This is more or less just time consuming for me right now. I probably could go through this easier if I hadn't had that procedure. It really, I have an allergy to steroids, oral steroids, and so they used IV steroids basically in my spine so that I can move, because it was getting to the point where I couldn't even move. You know, MS and degenerative spine disease I have on top of that. So, so it was because I don't want a bunch of painkillers. I don't want to be stupefied by narcotics, but so they did that, but it didn't work. I mean, it did kind of, but it didn't work like it's supposed to, because the area that they needed to put it in didn't have any room left in it. My spine, the narrowing is so severe that they couldn't even put the medicine in it without causing me agonizing pain. So they put it above it, which trickled down, and it helped some, but not enough to make it worth doing this, and not enough to make it worth messing with my head, my brain, and my thought. I can't stand it. It's like I'm so slow. I feel like I'm in a fog bank. Okay, so this one actually has a little bit more beads left. So I have this one here I'm going to need to use, and then I got 3 of these left, so I'd have them 3 in a row. And I don't want to do that because I want them to be matched this, and I need to check my size and see if I'm at right close to the 8. And this is a loose. I'm not trying to tighten this up, I'm just doing a loose, and I am close to the 8. So that last bead will put me where I need to be. And that gives me some leftovers. Which, because these are just a few of them, I don't really want to have those leftovers. So, I can use them in earrings, these earrings too, but I need something a little smaller. So I'd have to take this down and apart again. So I don't see anything that would match this one size, or here we go. This one will match this size. So I'm just going to take this off because I'm actually going to turn part of this into earrings, and these are similar in size and color. And so I'm going to put this other green one, and then blue, and then I think I'm going to do this thin one, green one, and then this last blue one. Actually, I'm going to do a double. I think I did a double in this one. A double green. No, I didn't. All right, no, I'm just going to do the blue. And I'll just have one bead left over. And I actually can turn that into something. Maybe a pendant. Okay, so now we are at, let's see, loosen this up. Actually, I'm a little bit short, so I'm going to have to double that one up. And get that one green bead, put it on the other end. So I need to have enough room that when I tie this in, yeah, we're almost at the 8 now. You can't really see that, but I'm almost at the 8. When I tie this up, that when I start tightening it, it's gonna pull in like this one did, and to get to the 7.5, I have to have about a ½ inch worth of extra. So because if I just did this loosely, it would not hang this way. And she wants to wear these two of them on at the same time. So it'll be like a kind of, it will be really pretty. I'll show you just a minute. Okay, so oops, I don't know what kind of knot I just pulled. And as I told y'all in previous videos, I am not a knot expert. I don't even know what you call it. This is like tying a shoelace to me. I don't know what kind of knots these are. Some people on the beading channels, they're really good about knowing what knots they're doing. I don't know. I'm just tying an overhanded knot like you would a shoelace. All right, so I did this first one, and I'm just pulling it where it's just tight enough to close off the gap, but I'm not pulling tight yet. And then I'm going to kind of use my finger to keep it from slipping. And then I'm going to tuck through and do it again, just like you would double knot a shoelace. Okay, then I have a double knot there. I'm going to pull super tight, and this is why you pre-stretch your cord, because if you didn't, you're going to regret it. You're going to have a saggy bracelet, or you're going to pop your fingers with like a rubber band. So anyway, so I pulled tight one way, and now I'm going to take both my cords, and I'm going to pull tight to pull on that knot, and then I pull tight, and it's going to pull that. See how it's pulling in that? See how they're all starting to stick out? Okay, I'm pulling in that knot. Okay, then I'm going to grab both sides, one string each going in the way direction it's going. You can see that. There we go. And I'm going to pull super tight. And what that's doing is kind of bonding that knot. And this is why you have good stretch cord, and you pre-stretch your cord before you work with it. And I forgot to say that in the beginning because my head is like really super slow. Okay. Anyways, all right, so I'm going to put those to the side because I'm going to think of something really cool to do with those earrings, these daggers or sticks. I'm going to make like dagger earrings, but I'm going to make it one so that, I wish I could have done the blue, but there weren't enough blue to do it with, so we'll just do the green. So here's our knot. There we go. Pull it super tight, okay? Now, I'm going to pull this hole into here. I got to put my glasses on because I can't see. So I'm going to come down here. I'm going to pull it in there. There we go. It just went right in. See, you can see. It went right in. Go in there. Come on. Come on, camera. All right, eventually it will come in here. Hold on. All right, up to the far end. I'm sitting here trying to get this on here, and it's just not wanting to cooperate. I did it earlier. I had the wrong spot. All right, autofocus. I'm still trying to get this to autofocus, but it's not. All right, maybe it's because it's blurring off of here. There we go. I'm sorry, guys. I know that took a few seconds. All right, so the knot is inside this bead. And I'm going to come around to the back side of the bead. I'm going to pull on it till I can see the knot. And see it slip through? That's not what I wanted. So I'm going to pull it back out just a little bit. We're going to pull both the strings or the knot will come undone. Oops. So we're going to play a little tug of war back and forth. There we go. And I just felt that slip. So I'm going to tie it, get it tight. It's supposed to autofocus. I hate when things don't work right. Alright. It slipped on me. Alright. And I'm going to do, the reason why it slipped is because I forgot to do the third knot. The binding knot. That would help. Okay, so there's my binding knot, my third one. I'm going to pull on that, stretch, and pull tight. See, I told you that stuff they use, that steroids, mess with my brain. Pull that tight, pull it tight. There we go. Okay, now it's in there. Now I'm going to pull it through this bead again. And I'm going to see what I'm doing. And there we go. And I'll pull it just to where I can see it coming out of this hole, making sure that my other bead isn't blocking the string from going through. There we go. Alright, I just got it where I can see it, the knot on this side of the hole. See how small of a space I have to work with? That's why we got to be super careful. But that's why we use that binding knot that third time. Some people do 4. It depends on the size of your bead, whether or not 4 is necessary. Sometimes it can actually come undone because you did a 4th one, because you made the knot too big and it can't get through the hole. So there we go. Let me see if I can get this to focus. Come on, there we go. Yeah. I don't like strands showing. That's a pet peeve of mine with stretchy bracelets. I do not like to see the strands. I don't want to see the knot or the strands. If I have a bracelet, if I pay money for something, if my customers pay money for something, I don't want them. I want them to look like you just, you know, got it from a really nice place, because you did. And so this is one of a kind. It's a simple design for me. And this is how she wanted it. She wanted it to look where it's both on there. And so I think that came out really pretty. Hang on, I'm just getting my hand in the way there. So, and it came out pretty darn nice. Let's see if I can get a picture here. See if she'll like that. And so now I'm going to make some earrings. And I'll have the earrings posted on the Kateri page along with this, just to show what was made, because this is already a sold piece. Again, my customer got this off of the Keller Beads page. She found these sticks or daggers. They're actually sticks. I mistakenly called them daggers, but they're mixed stone, and she loved them. And so she bought the 2 strands that were there. And so she asked me to make her bracelets out of it, which is what I did. So if you see something on the Keller Beads page, on the beads that you like and you want something made out of them, message me and let me know, and we'll see what we can come up with. I love involving people in the design of their own stuff. I think that's really cool if you get to participate in designing your own jewelry. So I hope y'all have a blessed day. Don't forget to go on to Kateri Designs group page. Give us a like there. That is the main page where all of the jewelry is at. The Keller Beads, or excuse me, the Kateri Designs Facebook page. The other one is the original page we started, but we were not getting the views that we were supposed to be getting, and so we moved it over to the group page. But we still use both pages. As soon as we get to 150 likes, we're going to have that drawing for the beautiful African turquoise jewelry set. So be sure to like your page and share it with your friends, and I hope you'll have a blessed day.